These two trades could have made you your first $10,000 in trading crypto, and I'm not talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. So in today's video, I want to break down this strategy that I was focusing on for the past 1 to 2 weeks because we were aiming for these type of patterns and we were waiting for this model to play out. But of course, first things first, let's just take a look what is going on with the Bitcoin and Ethereum before we're going to jump into those two trades. So the quick market update based on the charts. As always, how's it going, friends? Welcome back to the channel. Nothing in here is a financial advice. So let's jump straight into our chart. Let's just take a look what is going on with the Bitcoin and Ethereum. So first step is the Bitcoin 1 daily time frame, and of course, yes, we were, for those who just joined us, so yeah, we were trying to predict, let's just say I tried to project that we are forming a falling wedge pattern. That's what we did, and I'm gonna talk about the strategies, about the supply and demand that we were keeping our eyes on, same as on Bitcoin, same on those two specific trades. So I suggest you to watch this video till the end. And yes, Bitcoin falling wedge pattern play out perfectly. We hit my, let's just say, $91,000 target point, because this is the place where the price was respected the most. This is like the most important key levels and the most psychological ones, because this is the round numbers. Because when people see that Bitcoin is flipping once again $90,000, $95,000, $100,000, I mean, they're losing their heads. Everything is going straight to the moon. And yeah, but based on the market structure, nah, yeah, it looks juicy, but there is still room for a retest. So first things first, we found a demand, rally to the upside, clean breakout, a small retest that, if you haven't seen my video, there is a video that I did on this falling wedge pattern. So go check it out. I'm gonna link it somewhere around here or at the end of this video. So yeah, watch this video till the end. So yeah, we broke through this key level, and I told you guys that we are printing right now the power of 3: accumulation, manipulation, and distribution phases. So, but of course, based on the market structure, I'm not focusing on this power of 3, but I'm supply and demand. My main strategy is supply and demand. So yes, I thought that we're gonna see some kind of retest because we printed this imbalance, or let's just say fair value gap, whatever. This impulsive movement just indicates us that there's a lot of support here, a lot of demand at those levels, and there's still room for us to go to the downside and to retest those levels. But this retest could not play out because we were flipping above this key level, and this key level right now is our support. Well, maybe we're gonna see some kind of fake out, shake off, or whatever, but still, Bitcoin is right now, Bitcoin's main mission is to break $95,000 because it is also a very strong psychological level, and also perfectly aligns with this supply shock. After we saw some kind of consolidation, that liquidity zone, boom, straight to the downside. So this indicates a supply zone after we're printing this bearish candle. So if we're going to flip it above it, of course, it's not going to be that easy, and it's not going to be that clean as it sounds like. I believe that we're going to do something like this. We're going to keep printing that bullish momentum, or we're going to, for those who open a buy long position after this, we broke this key level, I believe we're going to get stopped out and then rally to the upside. We need to see some kind of, my favorite, ascending trend line that acts as a support. I need more data. I need to see where the price is respected the most, because I see right now only a rally to the upside. No retracement, no nothing. I mean, I haven't seen anything right now. So, but yeah. The price, I mean, charts never lie, and I see that, yeah, Bitcoin right now could consolidate inside this range between $90,000 and $95,000. So that is good news. Those are good news, because we're gonna print some kind of, let's just say, bullish flag, and then we can continue go to the upside, because my target point would be then $103,000, $104,000. Let's just take a look quickly at one of my favorite EMA lines that represents right now a support and resistance. Lately, those EMA lines helped us a lot, of course, for those who are new in this channel. And yeah, I'm not talking about those EMAs that I made a video about, those crossovers that happens quicker. But right now, on those traditional ones, the gray one represents 50-day moving average, the red one represents 200-day moving average. So right now, we respect it, we flipped it above it, and the 50-day moving average has the respect. So that is what I'm waiting for, some kind of retest, because if the 50-day moving average is gonna go alongside with the price, so yeah, maybe some kind of retest and then rally to the upside. Of course, I cannot predict the future. I can only project and see all of those probabilities from what I see from the past. But yes, Bitcoin right now looks juicy. And while we're waiting for the markets to open, let's just see how everything will react. Because yes, keep an eye on the $95,000. And I saw in my comment section that a lot of people are waiting for some kind of rejection at the $95,000. Yes, it is a possible scenario, but on the daily time frame, when I'm looking where all of the juices are, all I'm seeing that yes, it is a very strong probability to see some kind of retest, and there is also a strong probability right now to consolidate somewhere or to break to the upside. So right now, Bitcoin is like consolidating between $90,000 and $95,000. It is like, let's just see, in no man's land. So no actions taking, only actions was took from those previous buy long positions. Yes, simple strategy from breaking this key level, and a simple strategy that I secured from finding a demand zone that I projected, and I kept my eyes on this freaking goddamn falling wedge pattern. So I believe I did a pretty good job. And let's just jump straight into Ethereum. Ethereum did exactly the same thing. Once again, just keeping you guys quickly reminded, this is like a quick memo. Falling wedge pattern, the sharp one. We printed this, let's just say higher low. I projected that we could break through this falling wedge pattern, and we broke it. Then we printed another, let's just say, imbalance, or let's just say a demand zone from the swing highs to the swing lows, my favorite golden zone, and we retested and rallied, trying to rallying up to the upside. But right now, Ethereum, well, Ethereum looks not that great. Bitcoin looks better, to be honest, but based on the market structure, yeah, Ethereum looks like it's trying to break 1.8k, also a very psychological level, because it's not that far away from our 2018 all-time highs, which is absolutely insane. I can't believe that the Bitcoin is right now $95,000, sitting at around $95,000-ish, and Ethereum is 1.8. This is ridiculous. This is actually stupid. If the Ethereum is not gonna reach, I don't know, some kind of next to the $4,000, it's not gonna retest that, I don't believe we're gonna see that altcoin season. I don't believe that. Of course, talking about Sui, Solana, that's a different story. Those are like altcoins that people are using the most, and like let's just say new coins, whatever. But those old ones, I don't believe we're gonna see that altcoin season if we're not gonna see Ethereum fly. So these are my thoughts, and right now Ethereum has like a solid chance to start rallying up to 2.1k. Why? Because this is the place where the price was respected the most from the last time. That was our potential, let's just say not potential, but yeah, support. Right now this is our resistance, and my main target, if we're not gonna lose that bullish momentum, I was keeping you can watch my previous video. I'm looking at this ascending trend line that perfectly illustrates our previous support, that when we were printing higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So from our swing highs to our swing lows, my main target point would be once again a golden zone, 0.5, 0.618, and it perfectly aligns sorry for that, perfectly aligns with this ascending trend line. So everything is perfectly, let's just see, I'm not gonna say connected, but everything is, if you're using trend lines, Fibonacci levels, so whatever, everything is connected at around 2.8, almost $3,000. All right, let's just take a look at the EMAs. So you see Ethereum has a lot of work to do. Death cross on the daily time frame, which is not great. And yeah, Ethereum's mission is right now to break this also 50-day moving average, rally to the upside if we're not going to lose that bullish momentum. And also keep an eye, I suggested to keep an eye, and I'm also keeping my eyes on this ascending trend line that illustrates a bullish momentum. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. No market structure has been, let's just say, shift from the bullish into the bearish. But if we're going to break through that, let's just see, this neckline, I believe we're going to break the structure even more for a chance to rally to 2.1k. So the market structure is there. Keep an eye. The data is right here in front of us. Don't ignore it. And yes, so my next target point, this supply zone is perfectly aligned with the 200-day moving average. So I'm just showing you, I'm not looking at the 50-day moving average or 200-day moving averages every single day. I'm just showing you how everything is illustrates. I mean, not how everything is aligned and perfectly connects, because I do believe that a lot of people are using EMA lines, supply, demand, only support, resistance, only patterns, only golden zones. So everything is perfectly aligned. So I'm trying to talk and to show you from the different perspective that everything is, yeah, everything is in a good mood. The Ethereum right now is in a good direction, but we'll see if we're gonna see some kind of consolidation, like moving to the upside, higher lows, higher highs, and we're gonna break this nasty ascending trend line that illustrates our, let's just say, that acts as a support. So then we're going to lose that support, and then another retest, another movement to the downside, another drawdown. So it would be not that great, but I'm still hoping a lot of from Ethereum and a lot of those altcoins, because the altcoin season index are sitting at the slowest points. So I'm keeping my eyes on majority of those altcoins, and I'm going to publish those my trading plans and my execution plans inside my whale room. There's a link down below. Go sign up and wait for your invitation. So yeah, let's jump straight into those two trades. Sui, how wonderful. And yeah, I posted this that we printed a falling wedge pattern, and after this unsuccessful breakout, we have another chance to see that rally to the upside, because we broke through this falling wedge pattern once again, and from our swing highs, swing lows, we retested the golden zone like a clock. We retested the golden zone, rally to the upside, and yes, fellas, I thought we're gonna get rejected from around $3 per share, or should I say per coin, because this is the place, once again, support and resistance. This is the place where the price was respected the most, where we illustrate this bearish candle. But no, after securing gains, boom, rally to the upside. My main goal was to reach from our swing highs to our swing lows golden zone. I like those golden zones, not as much as I like discounted zones, but I like golden zones. 0.5, 0.618. This is the golden ratio that I'm always keeping my eyes on, because if we're gonna see that rally, this is the place. This is the freaking place where we have to secure our gains. We saw numerous times, we saw multiple times in my previous videos, in the previous rallies, if you remember KSM coin, that beautiful clean shot, and we got rejected with the one daily candle to the upside, straight into the golden zone, and bleh, rejection. So always keep an eye on those golden zone, on those very big swings, very huge and wide swings. And yes, if the Sui from that bottom that we projected, because look, we found our bottom, we printed a higher low, because look, this is the place where we not printed a, let's just say, that bullish momentum. Well, maybe here, but you could make money in this swing. But yes, after we saw that we bouncing back from this our daily support, bounce back up, rally, breakout, we found a support, then we printed a higher low, and from our swing highs to our swing lows, the golden zone where we took the buy long position, this is the best place. This is the best place, once again, where you could take a buy long position, because right now the probability is insane. If we're gonna see that rally and this falling wedge pattern play out, you took a buy long position from its lowest points. So if we're gonna trigger, or let's just say the market will gonna trigger your stop loss, so there's gonna be some kind of manipulation, insane volatility, or whatever. So that it is not the fact that you are wrong, the market was intense, the volatility or manipulation, or the market is wrong, war, whatever, tariffs, whatever. So it's not that you are wrong, the market is completely wrong. And yeah, rally to the upside, straight into the golden zone. Wait for the pattern to break out, wait for some kind of retest, or try to project where we can start building the higher low, swing highs, swing lows. You can use a Fibonacci, as I do, to identify that golden zone. And yeah, started from there. And yes, let's jump straight into another one. Chainlink did exactly the same thing. I'm not gonna draw those lines, those, let's just say, to identify that this is like our following wedge pattern, but yes, I love following wedge patterns. If you remember my video, my plan for 2025, I'm looking for those following wedge patterns. Of course, not a lot of them played out, because yeah, the market crashed. Yeah, thank you, Trump. So the market crashed, and those following wedge patterns was though everything was invalidated, and I was waiting for another market formation, potential following wedge patterns. That's what happened. Chainlink formed a potential following wedge pattern, and yes, play out perfectly. We printed a higher low, we broke through this, let's just say, once again, this sharp resistance. I can even draw you one more time. Supply, demand, trend lines, golden zones, everything supply. Of course, the main goal is to find a supply and demand, whatever. We broke through this descending trend line. That acted as a resistance. And then we printed a higher low. So now there is a chance, after experiencing this, let's just say, this nasty drawdown, the market was from our previous highs to our lows at around negative 67%. So that's what I'm saying to myself, enough is enough. It is like a healthy thing, or let's just say there is not a lot of room to go to the downside. We found the support at the bottom, printed this impulsive candle that also illustrates, and I was preparing to take a buy long position if we're going to respect this imbalance. Breakout, higher low was created from our swing highs to our swing lows. That was my golden ratio. That was my golden zone. Buy long position, rally to the upside till our next. And of course, we're breaking the whole structure. If you're using Forex terms, breaking the whole structure. So higher lows, the bullish momentum. So the market shift from a bearish into the bullish completely. And yes, right now we printed another. Let's just double check from our swing highs to our swing lows. Yes, look how the golden zone was respected once from our swing high to our swing low. Let me just put this in the middle. Make it more visible for you to see. Swing high, swing lows, golden zone was respected. So that was also a room for you to make money if you took the buy long position, if you're using this type of strategy. This yellow one just represents like imbalance, demand, golden zone. That's what I'm using, all of those colors. I will make a second video about my chart colors because people are always asking me, what is your chart colors? So it doesn't matter if they see like clearly with their naked eye, it's like a red and gray. So yeah, my main goal was to reach approximately 15.39 dollars, and yes, we triggered just a touch. So yeah, I wasn't like focusing on the big swing. I was only focusing on the chain link, just the small one, to take the small pump, but the small pump is like almost 30%. So if you're using standard 5x leverage, that is more than enough. Trust me, guys, there will be more trades. We're gonna catch a lot of those demand zones. We're gonna print a lot of those let's just say buy order zones when we can open another buy long position after we close that one. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So keep an eye on those nasty drawdowns, keep an eye on those falling wedge patterns, and just take a look. Try to project where we bouncing back up and trying to reverse from a bearish into the bullish market structure. After printing that higher low, that identifies me that we're changing the whole character, shifting from a bearish into the bullish market structure once again, and we're ready for the rally to the upside. Once again, Sui, that was like one of the cleanest shots as well. Reminds me at KSM coin. So that was the best actually. So yeah, congratulations if you took those buy long positions. Once again, Ethereum has a lot of work to do. My main goal to see Ethereum at around 2.8 in the near future, because this is where everything is connected, at around this ascending trend line. That was our previous support. Right now, this is our resistance and the golden zone from our swing highs to our completely swing lows. And yeah, Bitcoin right now has to break $95,000. So yep, that is pretty much it. And yeah, I'm gonna see you next one. Peace out, fellas.